Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT, same shirt, right? Dang, we're getting into this. We got this, all right? We have half of this already down. We wear the same shirt and we're good to go. So, I actually just uploaded my previous video of me testing out my webcam and getting that stuff down. So we still got the buffer and everything. We still got all that stuff. But this video just popped up. I'm super excited to hear what Asmongold has to say about the new the linked or link or whatever you want to call it stuff from World of Warcraft, from the data sourcing or whatever from their website. Dragonflight expansion. I don't know if it's real. It's exciting, you know, to kind of figure all these things out. But I'm really curious to see what he thinks of it. So let's go ahead and get into the video, and let's see what the Asmongold has to say about the new Dragonflight expansion. We'll see. Will he like it? Will he not like it? Who knows? I think he likes dragons, so let's see. Remember the buffer. We got the buffer, okay? That's all right.
WoW whenever it was good. WoW oh no. What's the spoiler here? Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh no, we've got to go back. We've got to go back. We've got to go back.
I didn't think about that.
They're doing it on purpose. Like, I guarantee
AP.
you, like, they're doing it on purpose at the offices. They're like, we want to annoy we hate the fucking players so much, we're going to give them another AP to farm. Now it's going to be aspect power. You know, that's what it is. It's got to be it, man. And he'll kill the game even more. Alex Strauss's power. It's just so fucking ridiculous, man. It's aspect power. Well, that would be better, okay? Honing power. Yeah, that's the good stuff, right? So the new WoW expansion, I talked about this a little bit, right? You guys saw this? I'll pull it up in a minute. Give me a second. So new WoW expansion got leaked.
That's a nice car, though.
And we don't really know if this is actually true or not. This could actually just be bullshit and, you know, something that's like not even real. However, this does seem to be to some degree real. And look at this here, and I showed it yesterday, I'll show it again. It is true, and it seems like it is true and also simultaneously real. So let's go take a look at what this is. And Shadowlands Season 5, Bolvar was leaked prior to the announcement of Shadowlands. Update to official Warcraft website may have inadvertently leaked the name of the next expansion. The website's public source code shows strings for Dragonflight, base, heroic, and epic purchases.
Dragonflight.
Similarly, the code points to a new new though. Oh shit! Sorry, I was just like I'm dyslexia.
I really like that.
Currently
too.
inaccessible URL, which would be expected for a new expansion launch. Dragonflight.blizzard.com.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, most of you guys don't know, I'm missing a lot of teeth, so it's hard for me to pronounce certain words. So, like, I have to spend extra brain power just enunciating them, and I also have dyslexia very bad. And that's why, if you listen to the words that I say, a lot of times I'll say words moderately out of order because of that. So, yeah, that's why. Although still unconfirmed, this does appear to be a late or incomplete April Fool's joke. Yeah, I don't think it is, because it happened on April 2nd.
I don't think it is.
So
I think this is real.
It could have been an out-of-season April Fool's joke, but the last one they did like that didn't go over too well, so I don't think they'd try it again. Though we will get our confirmation once Blizzard officially announces on April 19th. What we can say is that we previously data mined some encrypted items, which looks like they could be a deluxe expansion rewards, specifically a mount, pet, and some additional items with spell effects related to dragons.
Okay.
Such as the Drake Emerald mount, hinting as a green or Emerald Drake mount. So you see there, WoW Dragonflight base pre-purchase, heroic, epic, and then the upgrades there. Interestingly enough, these pieces of WoW Dragonflight upgrade from base to heroic are actually unhidden comments within the code. So basically, people are assuming this is what the new expansion is. So I'll show the picture of it.
Oh, I did see this picture. Yeah.
I saw it last night. And let's see here, who's ready for another grind? Leaked Dragonflight race. What's this here?
No. No.
Damn,
Would be
bro.
kinda cool.
It's looking lit. Oh my god, I'm excited. Yo, who's ready?
Okay, so I will pause it here because I want to talk about this. I did hear some some stuff talked about like 4 or 5 different specs with one or 4 or 5 different classes with 1 spec each. Now, the way that that's shown with the dragons on the bottom, the different aspects or whatever, right? Or the different flights or the dragon flights. It could be a thing, right? You know, maybe you get to pick maybe this is a new class, and you get to pick through which color that you want to be or something like that. Maybe they get different sort of powers. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just so that's what that is referencing, though, because there was some stuff talked about that, and I don't know if that was in the source code or what, but that's kind of how it would work, if that makes sense. So maybe not. Who knows? All right.
For this shit, man. This is gonna be badass. Oh my god. This is some high quality shit right here. Let's see here. Possible concept art of WoW Dragonflight. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this is the picture here. So I'll go ahead and just pick this up too.
I think it's
Make
cool.
sure I have the pictures.
I don't know what he's gonna say. I think it's cool.
Right? And let's go ahead, double check. And yeah, okay. So anyway, this is what the picture looks like. And this is obviously Alexstrasza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming this is her in her human form and also her dragon form. As you guys can see, she looks pretty much about the same. They did cover her up a little bit. As we know, Blizzard cannot have
Tournament to fruit
women in skimpy outfits in video games because it causes them to molest people at the office. So this is unfortunately all of the players are now punished for this because the company was full of molesters. And that's basically what it is. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the players. It has nothing to do with women's empowerment. Oh yeah, hey, here's how to empower a woman. Tell her to put on more clothes. Yeah, sounds great. And Bobby allowed it. Bobby doesn't. Bobby doesn't give a fuck. He just cares about money. Bobby's a piece of shit. You know, that's all there is to it.
I don't even know if he knows how to get to the
aspiring
office.
sex offenders. Yeah, and so the entire player base has this happen. However, I mean, really, who gives a shit? As I said before, I think people just don't really care as long as the game is good. It's kind of like the story in WoW.
Right.
If Shadowlands was a really good game and, the gameplay loops were good, the content was good, raids were good, Mythic Plus was good, PvP was good, and, like, apparently a lot of people that raid now say it is good. I don't really think so, personally, because the completion rates for the raid. Like, I went and I found this. Let me go ahead and show you guys this. I'm going to send it to myself on my other Twitter account. All right, so, yeah, this is a picture I saw. Actually, I found this on 4chan, and it was a link to the amount of people who have cleared the new raid. So if you look at the raids, the amount of clears that they had, Mythic Sanctum of Domination versus Mythic Sepulchre, 29 days after the raid came out, over 4 times more people killed the Terragru than Vigilant Guardian. There are literally single-digit numbers of people killing some of these end bosses.
They're hard.
And this is the way that the game is designed. And look at Heroic even. Like, Heroic, you're looking at literally half the clear times.
Not a lot of people are raiding.
Half of the clear times is so fucking bad, man. It's so fucking bad. Hardest raid ever made, dude? Exactly, that's why it's bad. That's exactly why it's bad. It wouldn't be bad if it was pretty much fine, right?
I think the raid's
too fucking hard.
But it is way hard.
Like, it's not like, listen, this is not a success metric. Having less people beat the content is not good. This is bad. And that's all there is to it. No, people are just bad. Well, I mean, were they that much worse? Here's the thing, right? Is hard equals bad. Hard doesn't equal good. Okay. How do we know relative populations to compare? I think that it's fair to assume that 75% of the player base didn't quit. Like, I don't think 75% of the player base was lost between patch 9. Sanctum of Domination and Mythic Sepulchre. I think that's way too much.
I do.
I mean, I'm sure maybe less people are playing, but I don't know if that's going to continue to be the case. And yeah, I got to hire them more programmers.
So for anybody that's not raiding, or if you guys saw my last video, I talked about this a little bit. I honestly think there's a big percentage of the players that have never even seen the raid. I do think it's a little hard, and I kind of enjoy certain aspects of it, but when it's like, I don't even want to step into heroic. I really don't. We just got to normal Anduin, and I know you're like, oh, well, that's noob, normal Anduin only. I'm in a guild that raids 1 day a week. That's it. We raid 1 day a week. We raid Fridays. We're super casual. Most of our gear is like 250 something, and we go in there and we pug some people because, the guild is not a very big guild. And, we one-shot most of the bosses. We just got to Anduin progression. We did maybe about 5 pulls on that last night, actually. And for a normal raid, for the mechanics that are in it, just for normal, there's a lot. Now, they did nerf a lot, though, and it actually became way easier. So I will say that, okay? But heroic is still pretty hard. Mythic, I'm not even touching. I watched the Mythic race, and I'm like, there's no way. But I think Asmongold is correct on the difficulty, and there's some numbers to back it up. So, but I do like that artwork, though. That's some sweet artwork. I like the box art. I haven't bought a box in a long time.
It's Frog Week. My entire guild quit. Yeah, like why? I think that Blizzard forgot something, is that the raids are supposed to be fun.
Right.
And whenever you're playing a fight where you're juggling a bunch of one-shot mechanics back and forth in a panic, this isn't really fun. Who's having fun here? And so this is what's happening. Is that they, like, if you go back and you look at the raids, the old raids were way more fucking fun to do. And they weren't as hard. They're making raids. They're making this content. This is the primary content that the game's built around, is the raids. Oh my god, the raids. Who gives a fuck about the raids? Nobody cares. Like, Final Fantasy, in my opinion, does raiding better anyway. Like, if I wanted to have a better raiding experience, I'd go play Final Fantasy. I don't have to waste my fucking time on, like, food buffing every pull. I don't have to run back to the boss. I don't have to deal with a bunch of other bullshit.
So I have seen him do some pulls, and I'm not a Final Fantasy player. I don't play the game, but I think it is awesome what they do, because I think trash and I think environment is important. I think going through the raid and killing the trash mobs is all right, but when it gets to the point where you're like, all right, I'm just AFKing trash, guys, you guys kill it. It gets kind of repetitive and boring in that sense. But I think if you get to a boss and you wipe, you should all respawn right there at the boss. All right, let's go. I don't think we need to re-eat. I think your food buff should last, like a flask. I think that's the way it should go. So I do like the way Final Fantasy does it. So that's World of Warcraft, Blizzard. You see the way that Final Fantasy does? Steal it. Take it. Right? I don't know. Just my opinion. But I do like the way they do it. And I'm not a Final Fantasy player, but I like the way they do it.
To deal with 1,000 other trinkets and people standing and things to do DPS because every fucking effect gives you weakness. It's awful, man. It's so fucking awful. And it's literally zero fucking fun, man. Why would I pay to play a game with less content than a free-to-play game like Lost Ark? Well, listen, I mean, WoW has a lot of content if you count all the stuff that's out there. You have no idea what you're talking about. I've raided in WoW probably longer than you've been alive. Shut the hell up. I've raided in WoW forever. Here's the facts, right? Is like the raids over the years have just gotten harder and harder and harder and harder. And you know what happens? Is people quit because at a certain point, it's not worth the hassle.
100%.
And people forget that this is a game because you have all these elite uber gamers who have their entire fucking self-worth and identity tied into being a good raider in WoW. So if you say that the raids are too hard, they should make them easier, that is an attack on their identity. That is an attack on the thing that they have that gives them self-confidence. And guess what? You're a loser for thinking that in the first place. It's just the truth, right? And so who cares?
He said it.
Stop making the game cater to 9 players, 9 guilds.
It is
like
true.
120 guilds on heroic have killed the heroic jailer. Give me a fucking break.
Right?
It's just so bad. It's not their fault. Yeah, didn't you oppose Elden Ring easy mode? You are so stupid.
I'm not sure what that means. So
how can you be so stupid? How can you be
but
so
you got the double.
dumb? Elden Ring has an easy mode.
So it must
that
be
was
something.
the entire point that I made. Is that it has an easy mode. It has an easy mode and an easier mode. Like, yeah, you know it doesn't? Really? Go watch McConnell's playthrough and you'll see some easy mode mechanics right there.
I don't know.
Yeah, you'll see plenty of easy mode mechanics right there. It's going to be no fucking problem, man.
I heard it's a great game.
People always come down like, oh, wait a minute. I thought you said... No, shut the fuck up. You don't know what I said. If you did, you'd be agreeing with me. Games catered to players raid logging 6 hours a week. Sounds more like Blizzard aren't creative and can't do something other than raids. I think that's what it is too. And what's the player base like at the start of each patch? Probably more, and it probably goes up and down. I mean, right? That's kind of what it would make sense. Oh, yeah. All Dark Souls games have easy modes. They just don't let you select it on the opening screen. Exactly. I saw the easy mode on your stream already. That wasn't easy mode. That was a good player making it look easy. Okay, that's totally different. Okay.
Okay.
But let's be honest. Also, like, I think that doing a mythic raid is much more difficult than doing on a mass accomplishment level. Like, in order to beat a mythic boss, having 20 people do the same thing at the same time is really hard to do.
Very hard.
It really, really is. I mean, shit, people fucked that up in Final Fantasy with 8 people. So what do you expect? To be honest, a single OP thing to play through, just memes started, but people didn't know the game. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know I didn't use anything that was OP. And that's what it is. So I don't agree. Just because the game has content doesn't mean everyone has to be able to beat it. Yeah, but like, don't you think this is like, what do you define by everyone? You see,
right? So everybody, like, you look at the numbers, and that's way, way less than everybody. You know, I got some allergies, so apologize. I have to wipe my nose, but the raid, the more people that see the raid and more difficult content, I think is better for the game. When you're struggling and wiping, that it's definitely part of the game. But when things are like unbeatable, like some of the bosses in Mythic, look at the top guilds, how much they struggled. You're gonna get I say even like a semi-hardcore guild, right? Whatever that means. They're not going to be able to clear it, and they're not going to enjoy it. I don't like going into a raid and wiping, 100 times on a boss for progression. That's not fun. But, it is what it is. Let's see what... I'm curious to see what Asmongold has to say about this. I kind of have a feeling what he's going to say, but let's hear it. Let's see what he says completely. Buffering, just way it goes, right?
See what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that this is a, what's this here? I'm not saying this is a bad thing or whatever. Ivice thinks that you're attacking them with the French. I'm attacking Blizzard. I'm not attacking him. I'm not even on the page. I'll help them if they want. What do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm not attacking them. I'm chilling, man. It's totally okay. Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Don't help the flags. Listen, I think it could be kind of funny. We could be like a mercenary. That would be more interesting. It's not that the content's bad. The quality content, only 0.5% of the player base has access or can clear it. Yeah, like raids have always been, the premier content of the game to an extent, right? But it's like now the extent is just too low. Because like, for example, if nobody was able to clear any of these bosses, right? Like, let's say you cut all of these numbers in half, would you still consider that a successful level of balance? And then if you cut it in half again, would you still consider that a successful level of balance? And so what I'm really talking about here is is like where that medium is. And I think the medium is way too far into the difficulty factor. And I think, again, Blizzard listens to world-first raiders. They designed the game around them. And big surprise, everybody else is quitting.
Unfortunately, that's
what do you fucking expect, man? That's it. And that's the way I see it. Worse, an ultimate raid for heroic? Yeah, I don't know. It depends. Just imagine that content doesn't exist for you. Well, that's the thing, is the content doesn't exist. And it's like, if you don't raid, like whenever a new patch comes out, what does exist for you?
Correct.
What is your value? Like, how are you enjoying things? And that's what I think the real issue is like there's not really a lot of reason for that to happen.
100%.
And let's see here, new dailies. Exactly. You think this will sell more than Shadowlands? I think it'll be about the same. Like everybody, like for me, I'm gonna come back and play the new expansion, 100%.
Right.
Like every new WoW expansion is fun for at least a month. For at least a month, I have quality content in WoW that I can enjoy. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna get my money's worth, and it's gonna be fine.
I like that artwork.
And if afterwards the game is boring or they have like bad systems, I'm just gonna move on and play something else instead, and that's it. Right, for a Dragonflight Covenant system? Yeah, I think so. I will be. Launch is always so much fun. Creating a disparity of PvP, random tier gear that holds so much power to it, release Catalyst. Well, that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I'm not playing right now. It's like I know that basically Blizzard has made the game worse artificially to extend content. So they have a Catalyst thing that makes it easier to get tier set gear. And Blizzard, it's in the game. There's an on-off switch to do that. And they just simply haven't hit the switch. Like they literally did this. They have not hit the switch.
Comes out.
Why would I play that game? Why would I play a game that just has such a blatant disregard for my time? Why would I do that? Right. No shot. And this is also for me. I can get tier gear in a week. It would be easy because I just do a huge, like a fucking community raid, and everybody trades me all the gear.
Yeah.
It would be so fucking easy. So it's like, I don't need to worry about that at all. Yeah, just raid normal, exactly. Should have released Catalyst week 1? Yeah, week 1 or probably week 2 or 3, right? That's it. And not with Alliance? Yeah, it's actually a really good fucking point, man. It's a very good fucking point. And let's see here. Let me go back over here and read the rest of these too. But yeah, anyway, I'm really excited for the expansion. I think that's fine. And legit, Alex has more conservative... has new, more conservative design, as long as not complaining, as long as other aspects get an update and their models aren't really care for the conservative design. Listen, as I said, Blizzard can't have sexualized characters in their games anymore because the company has had all the controversy. Right. Like, that's actually just, like, the truth. Like, they literally just can't have sexy characters because there's so many creeps that work there or currently work there. It's sad, funny, but there it is. True.
Yeah.
Yes, they can. No, they can't. It's obvious that they can't because they don't have any. That's it. But Microsoft can? Yeah, of course they can. Why Microsoft doesn't have... They haven't had a fucking investigation by the Department of California for 2 years where people are going multiple to jail and killing themselves? No. Yeah. Microsoft has had other problems, but just not that one. Right? And that's it. And Rippy Dippy, I liked old Alex Straza, but then again, I think everyone did. Yeah, exactly. I too wanted a slut dragon. These are the times we live in. Sigh. Well, listen, if you don't like that, don't buy the game. That's my best advice. And
see, like with that stuff, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I just want to play the game. I don't care if she was in full like Lich King armor. It doesn't matter to me none. Some people, I guess, it does. You know, and if that is your like driving force of playing the game, like if you're really really upset with that. I don't know what to tell you, man. There's maybe I don't know. That's a little weird, I guess, but just play the game and enjoy it. It doesn't matter what they wear, I get to a certain extent where they like, turning pictures into fruit bowls. Okay, that's a little far, but I think it's fine. What she's wearing. If
you do anything else, you're just going to set yourself up for disappointment. That's it. And what's this here? It really looks objectively worse design just because of the boobs. I don't really care. Like, I really don't care. I just care about the content. Like, Alex Straza's boobs doesn't really matter to me. Like, I can always just look something up on DeviantArt if I need a fix for that. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, guys. So interesting video. Very interesting video. I think I'm excited for the next expansion. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see all the information. I think everybody's going to come back and enjoy the game for like he said, you always have that month period of it being really fun. I do agree with the tier sets, and now that we're going to be able to make them on the 12th, why not just wait until that comes out and then get your tier sets and you're good to go. You know, that is definitely something that you should be looking at when you're looking at a game that is pretty much like, all right, it's hard mode. Guess what, though? On this date, it's going to be easier to get. So, all right, guys. That's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with some of the points that Asmongold makes, but I thought it was a very entertaining video. Make sure to go check the video out. I will put the full video in the link in the description so you guys can go watch that fully. And that said, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and I'll talk with you guys again soon.